Hi everybody, good afternoon or evening, wherever you are at. So I'm back on here again to talk about the panic and anxiety and see if anyone has been practicing the daily affirmations. Have you done anything differently? Practiced some new techniques? Going to therapy, started your medication, something that is helping you get better. I know sometimes we are afraid of asking for help when needed, but we're all here to help each other, whether we know it or not. So don't be afraid of getting help and getting better, because that's what we all want to do. We want to get to the point where we are better within ourselves. And the panic and anxiety can keep us and prevent us from reaching our full potential, because when we're anxious and panic mode, we isolate ourselves, and some people are even afraid of coming out of the house because it is so overwhelming. And I've been there. I used to be afraid just to go in the store because I thought people were looking at me, but in actuality, it was all in my head. Nobody was worrying about what I was doing. It was all me, and I had to break out of that. Even being around a whole big group of people, I sometimes still get anxious. But I think the more that we put ourselves in positions where we're afraid, the less anxious and panic we become. And when we deal with our own stuff that's in our head, we can become better than what we are. And I think most of the time it stems from, childhood trauma. It could be a situation that happened that wasn't dealt with. So we have to get to the root cause of it, and it's going to take time, and it's going to take consistent efforts on your part. You can't expect like years of trauma, years of fear, years of anger, years of disappointments to be dealt with overnight, because you didn't get this way overnight. It's just built up. So you have to be consistent in your efforts, and you have to do this daily. And sometimes sometimes you don't want to do certain things, but in order to get better, you're going to have to put the effort forward. And it's like, what are you willing to sacrifice to get better? And sometimes it's going to be some growing pains. You're going to cry sometimes. You're going to be angry sometimes. You're going to withdraw sometimes. But we cannot allow panic and anxiety to take a hold of us. We can't allow it to control our lives, because it will prevent us from becoming our full selves. It will prevent us from reaching our full potential. And I believe God made us unique, and God has given each and one of us a gift, and panic and anxiety prevents us to see that in ourselves, and it keeps us bound to where we at. And we don't want to stay complacent where we at. We want to enjoy the world. We want to go out. We want to see what we can become if we let it go. And I think the panic and anxiety with the thoughts, these negative thoughts about ourselves, about places, about situations, it makes us scared of everything. And so we have to come to the point where we're not afraid anymore. And that is scary, to not be afraid, to let go of control a little bit, and learning to not control everything but be in control, and living free, living life, enjoying life, and being who you want to be, and not being what our thoughts tell us that we are, the negative thoughts. Because positive thoughts is not going to make you feel anxious and panicky, depressed, sad, have low self-esteem and things, because it's it's going to prevent us from reaching our full potential. And like I've said in previous videos, that I'm spiritually aware, so I believe that, when we reach new levels spiritually, the anxiety wants to prevent us from reaching our full potential. So it creates these negative thoughts. It stirs up negative energy in our bodies to stop us from reaching a new level. And I believe sometimes we're hanging around the wrong people. Negative people will not bring positive energy around you. So you have to really look at your life and where you're at right now and who you have around you. And sometimes you gotta change jobs. You might have to change friendships, relationships, and bring in your circle positive people that will understand what you're going through and will not put you down, will not make fun of you, but uplift you and motivate you to become better, motivate you to get out of your shell and shine bright like the diamond that you are. So start working on yourself, start healing so that you don't have to be afraid, and don't be ashamed of what you have. If you have panic anxiety or OCD or bipolar schizophrenia, do not be ashamed. And if people around you that are like that are putting you down, saying you're crazy and that you're making things up, let them people go. And then if you need help, go get therapy. I've said before that therapy has done wonders for me. It opened my eyes up to a new to myself, to accepting myself for who I am and not being afraid or being ashamed. And it's not perfect. I am still going through the process. There are days when I have negative thoughts about my own self, and I don't know where they come from. And that's why I said I believe it's spiritual. Because why? Like for me, God will not put in us a spirit of fear or a spirit of doubt. He's not going to make us feel like we're nothing or we're not valuable or worthy or not. So we have to grasp a hold of that and tell ourselves, and it's going to take time, but look in the mirror every day and tell yourself you are worth it and you are valuable, and we are not what those negative thoughts tell us that we are. We are so much more. We are so much better than that. And then find out what you enjoy. I guarantee you, when you start living your life of things that you enjoy, those negative thoughts will soon go away. Now, they're going to be there because it's going to prevent you. It's going to try to stop you from becoming your full self. So you have to tell yourself, shut up sometimes. It sounds crazy. It sounds stupid. It might sound weird when you tell yourself that. But I guarantee you, over time, you won't hear those voices in your head that tell you that you're not worthy or valuable. And sometimes we have people in our life that is telling us we're not worthy or valuable. That's why I said sometimes you have to get rid of people, even friends that's been your friends for a long time. You might have to just let them go for your own sake, for you to save yourself. And it's okay to take time and heal yourself. It's okay to be selfish sometimes, because I believe in this journey we have to become selfish sometimes in order for our sake. Because if we're not healed and we don't heal ourselves and learn to love on ourselves, how can we give that to people? And how can we expect to receive that from people? Because we're going to get what we put out. If we believe the negative voices in our head and it's going to come out, we're going to attract that around us. So I want everyone to start somewhere. Start every day with a little positive affirmation. Start listening to positive songs, uplifting songs, positive. They have a lot of motivational videos on YouTube that will inspire you and motivate you. And there are going to be ups and downs. There are going to be great days, and there are going to be days where you really have to push yourself through it, but you can do it. But it's going to take effort on your part. And it is a scary thing to become better than who you are. It's a scary thing to just let things go and become your full self. Because some people will tell you, some people will doubt you, and will try to tell you the life that you should live, try to control aspects of you, but you have the ultimate control over yourself. You have the power, and just let stuff go. Just work on healing. And sometimes, we have to look at the foods that we eat. What we put into our bodies can actually play a part in how we feel. I know that I can't eat certain things. I can't do certain things. It's going to make it worse, so why continue to do it? I want everyone to get to the point where we are comfortable with ourselves, and we love on ourselves, and we appreciate ourselves, and yes, accept ourselves for the mistakes that we have made. We are not perfect people. We all have made mistakes, and it is okay. I think through mistakes we learn and we grow. And I tell people all the time, forgive those that have hurt you intentionally or unintentionally, and ask to be forgiven. Even if you can't ask forgiveness from the people, just put it out there. Be like, I forgive. Please forgive me, in the universe, it'll come back. And then learn and heal yourself. Because we're all on this journey together. We're on this journey to figure this thing called life out. And the more we become and accept ourselves for who we are and deal with whatever element that we have, we're going to become better. And we're going to reach our full potential. And I want you to be able to live life, not just exist, not just getting up every day, punching the clock, not just getting up, just dealing with life. I want us to live and enjoy life because it's meant to be lived. We have moments. We only have moments in time, and we don't want to waste them feeling sorry for ourselves. And it's a shame that we have to deal with this. And it's a shame that we have to find a way, but we have to, and that's what it is. We have to get to the point. And it sucks sometimes to accept. It sucks when you're going through that panic and anxiety, OCD, depressed mode. You can't see the other side of the door. But I'm telling you from experience, for what I've been through, it is a brighter side. You can be happy even in chaos. You can be happy when things are not going the way that they ought to. And it's always a reason for something. We're in the situations for a reason to figure it out. So, I'll be going live soon. But I want everybody to have a great evening and great rest of the day. And let's figure these things out. If you need to chat, send me a message. But we're going to get through this. We're not going to let our elements become who we are. We're going to rise above them and become better. And I think the more we bring awareness to what's going on, it won't seem so much. Just by me talking alleviates some of my panic and anxiety. And I'm not afraid of who I am and what I have anymore, just by sharing with you my story. And everybody has their own unique story, which is great. Because trust me, your story can touch someone else and allow them to come out their shell. And the more we bring awareness to it, the better we will feel. So go enjoy your day. Practice some affirmations. Get therapy if you need it. Pray often if that is your desire to, because I do that and it has helped. Listen to inspiring videos. Inspiring music, and you'll be better off. I want you to have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon.